Hey, everybody. With the long Memorial Day weekend, we weren't able to record our usual episode this week. Apologize for that. So instead, we're going to treat you to our live show we did via Twitch several weeks ago where we covered Merrie Melodies. So without further ado, here we go.
Hell, dang it, you don't laugh over my intro. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Cartoon Boom. This is a show where we wake up with the Saturday morning sun, pop down to the floor with a big bowl of sugary cereal, and we'll enjoy your favorite cartoons, both old. Oh, hold on, let me do that one again. Both old and new. Okay, I got to read this right. I'm your wascally wabbit, Joseph.
Okay.
And I thought I saw a putty tat.
My name's Chris.
Okay, so today we are watching Merrie Melodies, which is just kind of in general what you would think of from 1931.
We will watch these episodes together, just to let all of you know. And for those of you that are possibly listening to this later on, this is our live episode that we're doing currently live on Twitch. So we're doing things a little bit differently. We are watching this with our audience, and then we're going to be talking about it, doing discussions. There's going to be a little bit of trivia for each episode, and then we'll do our overall review after that fact. And then we're going to do a little Q&A all about Cartoon Boom. Anyone got any questions and stuff like that, we'll respond to those questions in the chat. That's how the episode's gonna go. And don't forget, we are doing this for Today for Gamers Outreach, which is a charity that is helping to get games in the hands of kids during their hospital stay to aid them and their families during their recoveries. You can donate today by scanning the QR code on the screen, by using the !donate command, or by clicking the link down below in our info. You'll see a little thing that says, hey, click here to donate. So you can do that stuff. Joseph, I have some info for you about Merrie Melodies, some production info for you if you'd like to do that.
That's all
to try to make it.
Okay, see, I have it formatted a certain way. And you just pasted me a big block of text to read through.
I did.
I have things sectioned off in my own notes.
But here's the thing. I was in charge of putting this episode together.
Oh, that was my mistake.
And I'm like, you know what? That's too much work. Here you go.
Yeah, I know. I do it weekly.
So I copy and paste.
Fine. Okay. Merrie Melodies is an American animated series of comedy short films produced by Warner Brothers starting in 1931. During the golden age of American animation and ending in 1969.
Nice.
New Merrie Melody cartoons. Hey, we got to be good. New Merrie Melody cartoons were produced from the late 1970s to the late 1990s, as well as other made productions beginning in 1972. As with its sister series, Looney Tunes, it features cartoon characters such as Bugs Bunny, Daffy Duck, Porky Pig, and Elmer Fudd. Am I reading all the rest of this?
Oh, yeah.
All right, fine.
Oh, yeah.
Between 1934 and 1943, the Merrie Melodies series was distinguished from the black and white Buddy or Porky Pig, starring Looney Tunes shorts by an emphasis on one-shot stories in color featuring Warner Brothers' owned music selections. After Bugs Bunny became the breakout recurring star of Merrie Melodies and Looney Tunes went to color in the early 1940s, the two series gradually lost their distinction and shorts were assigned to each series more randomly. Merrie Melodies was originally produced by Harman Ising Pictures from 1931 to 1933, then Leon Schlesinger Productions from 1933 to 1944. This happens a lot, even in live reads.
Yep.
Dude, lack of formatting, it hurts. It hurts my brain. Which was sold to Warner Brothers in 1944, who continued production as Warner Brothers Cartoons until 1963. It was outsourced to DePatie Frilling Enterprises and Format Productions from 1964 to 1967. Then Warner Brothers 7 Art Animations resumed production in 1968 to 1969. Oh,
Hey,
that was a lot.
How you holding up? How you doing?
I didn't like that unformatted blob of text. I might as well just be reading a Wikipedia article.
I mean, I
literally am.
I may have taken that from the Wikipedia article.
Jeez, dude. All right.
Oh, man.
So here's where I would ask who suggested this to us, but
this was suggested to us by me,
by Chris. Yeah.
Because we needed to find something in the public domain that we could do live on Twitch. So, believe it or not, several Merrie Melodies cartoons are in the public domain, which I did not know until I started researching what cartoons are in the public domain, which is a lot of Merrie Melodies stuff, as well as a lot of Popeye, which was kind of a surprise to me as well. So, yeah, who would have thought? Also, there's a bunch of a cat, and it's a famous cat, and now I can't remember this cat's name. What are some cats that you can think
Fritz, the cat?
No, not that cat. Felix the cat.
That's the cat. You know what? That's the cat that I was thinking of, but I could not remember his name.
That's the cat. Yeah, he's got a lot of stuff in the public domain as well. So
okay, yeah. Is Betty Boop also public domain? I assume.
I'm sure some of it. Yeah, probably. Well, I'm gonna say yes.
Hey, are you gonna do the part where I ask you who played in this series, or is that just too much?
We're gonna Mel Blanc. Done.
Yeah.
I'll talk a little bit about that per episode because it's I'll say this much: Mel Blanc is in every episode. There's a few others in some of the other episodes, but we're gonna do a little bit of trivia and other things per episode in this one, just for funsies, because Merrie Melodies is a cartoon that greatly influenced everything to come after it. So it'd be weird not to talk about each of these episodes, because all of these were pretty influential for specific reasons, or at least two of them. One of them, maybe not as much, but it was just a fun one. So we threw it in there.
For a few tasty marshmallows out of our big bowl of Merrie Melodies cereal, producer Leon Schlesinger had already produced the music-based Looney Tunes series, and its success prompted him to try to sell a sister series to Warner Brothers. His selling point was that the new cartoons would feature music from the soundtracks of Warner Brothers films and would thus serve as advertisements for Warner Brothers recordings and sheet music. The studio agreed, and Schlesinger dubbed the series Merrie Melodies. Walt Disney Productions had already scored with their Silly Symphonies. That's interesting. I did not know that.
That's weird. Okay, so basically, he was just like, hey, to try to sell some of our music, let's just make these cartoons. Is that what they're saying?
So kind of. It's almost like the reverse of like what series went to in the 80s, where it's like, let's sell our toys by making this cartoon. Instead, this one's like, let's make this cartoon to sell our music.
That's weird. And then it turned into this whole other thing.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Just branched off into a whole, the origins of the Merrie Melodies series begin with the failure of a live-action series of musical shorts called Spoony Melodies, which featured popular songs of the day.
Weird. Spoony Melodies. Man,
that sounds fun.
That fits our aesthetic really well, though. You know?
Totally. Maybe we can revive that franchise somehow. Let's see if Spoony Melodies is taken. Try to copyright it.
Right. Copywritten. We're going to take it. Trademark.
We got it now.
Which featured popular songs of the day. So that'd be like, so basically they were doing like MTV back in the day, you know?
Yeah.
They were basically making music videos.
They were too early to it.
Yeah.
They were too early to adapt that part of it.
Okay.
The first cartoon of Merrie Melodies was Lady Play Your Mandolin. Hold on. Lady, play your mandolin. It's got an exclamation point at the end.
Play your mandolin.
Released in 1931, the cartoon features Foxy as a guacho. He visits a local saloon, which is disguised as a cafe.
Wait, what's a guacho? Isn't
feel
that like
like
a? It's kind of like a cowboy, right?
I think it's like the Mexican equivalent.
Of a
And
cowboy.
as a half Mexican, I should probably know this, but I don't.
Oh boy,
those spoony bards, dude. Okay, S-Deem, I'm so glad you brought that up because that is a Final Fantasy game that I want to play based solely on that line. That I'm so glad, even in the versions that they've retranslated, they've kept that line because it's such a fan favorite.
Wait, explain this to me. I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, you spoony bard is one of the quotes from this guy who's talking to this bard, and I think it's Final Fantasy 4, possibly. I might be wrong, and someone can correct me. But it's just like a weird translation because like this was one of those early translated games, and so it's just him kind of like insulting this guy for basically having affection for his daughter. And he's calling him a spoony bard, but it's stuck in the lexicon so much. Okay, it is 4. I was right. And it's one of those nerd things, kind of like all your base are belong to us, things like that.
Oh,
where it's just a weird translation that has stuck. And so even though they've retranslated that game since, they've kept that line in there because people love it so much.
I like it. Okay.
There's even t-shirts of it. It's great.
I like all your base belong to us.
When Harmon and Ising left Warner Brothers in 1933, they took with them...
I think it's Ising.
Ising?
I'm assuming it's Ising because that sounds very German.
When Harmon and Ising left Warner Brothers in 1933, they took with them all the rights to the characters they had created. Leon Schlesinger had to negotiate with them to keep the rights to the name Merrie Melodies, as well as the rights to use the slogan, "So long, folks," at the end of the cartoons.
So, like, they're just like, hey, peace out. We're taking everything you made.
Yeah, I wonder if that's has anything to do with why they changed it to "That's all, folks" instead of "So long, folks."
I bet you're right.
Yeah, ES&P, they also do have a t-shirt of "You Spoony Bard," which I want to get someday. Okay. In 1944, Bugs still appeared mainly in the Merrie Melodies series, whereas Daffy Duck and Porky Pig appeared mainly in Looney Tunes. It was not until 1945 that the two series appeared completely indistinguishable, and that Bugs appeared in more Looney Tunes than Merrie Melodies.
Yeah, so that was one thing that so I was trying to throw away my coffee cup as quietly as I could, and there's no way to do that quietly. Yeah, I know. Everyone heard it.
I heard it.
So that's one thing
that
that, like, as a kid, you know, you would see these like replayed on like Cartoon Network and stuff, and other things. It's like I never understood the difference between Merrie Melodies and Looney Tunes because you'd see them all the time, and it's like all the same characters, and I'm like, why are they called two different things? But I get it now.
Yeah, that's what's really interesting to me, and I kind of want to dig more into later on is. Like, that's basically Bugs Bunny's origin series was Merrie Melodies. So he is transferred over to Looney Tunes, basically. He didn't start there.
Yeah, so
it's almost like it's his Steamboat Willie equivalent.
Yeah, like he started in one, and then they were just like, oh, people like this weird rabbit we made. Okay, well, let's start putting him in the other one, too. Oh, man, he's really good. Okay, yeah, we'll keep going with him here. More people are watching this one.
So let's go ahead and talk about the episodes that we are watching for today's show. Normally, I would say watched, but we did not watch these, so I don't know what to prepare for.
Yeah.
But you're going to watch them with us on stream. As long as it works.
As long as it works.
Yeah.
And Twitch doesn't get mad at us. Please don't get mad at us. These are in the public domain. Leave me alone.
The first one we're doing is A Tale of Two Kitties from 1942. For a short synopsis, Babbitt and Catsello, I do get it.
You get the pun.
Takeoffs of Bud Abbott and Lou Costello try to catch the little Tweety bird using everything from stilts to dynamite. Of course, the best way to catch a bird is with dynamite. Trouble is, the tiny bird has a vicious streak in him. Oh, vicious streak. I don't know. Man, maybe this is a Tweety I'm not prepared for.
Yeah.
We're going to try our best not to get canceled, ES&P.
Yeah. Let's I'll talk about like I'll mention some of this stuff real quick, but we'll talk about the trivia of all this stuff after we watch it, just for funsies. But this was directed by Robert Clampett, written by Warren Foster, and then the voice of Costello and Tweety Bird was Mel Blanc. You could take a wild guess there, of course, and then Babbitt was Ted Pierce. So,
Cool.
Yeah, should we go ahead and
cue it up,
get this thing going?
That's a classic. I remember that one specifically. I know I've seen it before.
That was really good. Joseph, do you want to hit us with some of the trivia on that specific episode? And we'll talk more about it too.
So this is actually the first appearance of Tweety Bird, which is why I guess what I liked about that, let me just comment on it some, is that he is literally still
it's like a fledgling,
like a hatchling.
Yeah.
Like no feathers, nothing. So he couldn't fly away or anything. He's just like stuck up in that nest and kind of has to fend for himself, which he clearly does. He's a lot more, as the description says, vicious he has a vicious streak to him, more so than like later Tweety does.
So one thing I was just thinking about, I see in the chat, NX Gamer is saying that I wish we got more kinds of this kind of aesthetic and a lot more modern cartoons. Is the Cuphead cartoon still that same kind of aesthetic, like and ode back to like this kind of style? Because what I was thinking is that last scene when the cats get the real vicious look, that reminded me completely of like the Cuphead kind of villains and stuff. Does it feel like this, or did Cuphead go too modern?
The Cuphead game is actually more akin to this than the cartoon is. The cartoon's got more modern aesthetics to it.
Got it. Okay.
But it is good. I like it. Dude, the Jekyll and Hyde Tweety episode with Sylvester, I think I remember that. Doesn't Tweety turn into like some like weird like giant bird in that? Is that like his hide?
I think you're right. I think that's,
if I'm remembering right.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me continue with this. Early model sheets for this short indicated that Tweety's original name was Orson, but no name was given in the film. After censors complained that the pink bird looked naked because he had no feathers, Tweety's color was changed to yellow.
Okay.
So that's why.
So he did have feathers, but he was just pink. But yeah, it did make him look like he didn't have feathers.
Well, I do think that he was supposed to be like a featherless bird in this, but they just didn't like how it made him look naked, even though, you know, he's a cartoon bird, but they're like, no, shame.
Yeah.
Give him at least a diaper or something.
Yeah, exactly.
This is the first appearance of Babbitt and Costello, spoofs of Bud Abbott and Lou Costello.
Yeah.
Okay.
They were great.
I wonder if I had seen them much more, because maybe it wasn't this specific episode that I am remembering the Babbitt from. Maybe I've just got the collective in my head of other episodes they had been in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Orson does not work for Tweety as much.
That's a terrible name. Orson Bird. What an awful name.
Orson J. Bird.
I was just picturing like, you know, like when you're a kid, like all of those like girls that were wearing like in first grade, they would all wear those big tie-dye, like oversized tie-dye shirts with Tweety on it. And then you know, it'd be like, oh, who's your favorite cartoon character? And they're like, Tweety Bird. But could you imagine them being like, Orson Bird? It's like,
Orson.
Yeah,
my favorite's Orson.
No.
Do you remember those, like, I think, those 90s, like, sweaters or whatever, or shirts, even where it was, like, all the Looney Tune characters with, like, Jinkos and stuff and, like, crossed arms?
I cannot tell you how many, like, how many Taz,
Taz
how many Taz
especially.
things wearing Jinkos I saw? Jeez. Why was it always Taz? It was always Taz and Tweety and like nobody else.
And you had to have either a backwards hat or a sideways cap or something.
Yeah.
And chain necklaces. Like
it
was
Did you have a
90s.
chain wallet when you were younger?
No, I've never had a chain wallet.
Okay, I did. I had the chain
For the
wallet.
longest time I had paper wallets where they're
wallet. Okay.
Where it's like the thicker paper and it's like I had a bunch of Spider-Man ones. I still have them somewhere.
I had a duct tape wallet for a while.
Oh, okay.
Just made out of duct tape.
Did you make it yourself?
No, I had a friend was making duct tape wallets during class.
I thought you were going to say you went and bought a duct tape
wallet.
No.
No. I wouldn't buy a duct tape wallet. Though I have seen that you can buy them online. I've seen that. So that's weird.
Okay. Babbitt and Costello appeared as different animals in each of their 4 cartoons shorts where they featured from 1942 to 1946. They first appeared as cats in this cartoon and then as mice in Tale of Two Mice and the mouse-merized cat, and finally as dogs in Hollywood Canine Canteen.
Oh,
Okay,
weird.
So in that case, that Hollywood Canine Canteen might be like a direct correlation to All Dogs Go to Heaven.
Yeah.
With that relationship.
For sure. Like I can see like this episode specifically. And I think we're going to see it in a lot of the ones that we watched. There's a lot of gags and other things in this episode that a lot of other cartoons owe a lot to, because these two specifically, and I guess they owe a lot to Abbott and Costello, but like the straight man, goofy guy thing. Yeah, you do see a lot of that in, All Dogs Go to Heaven. I mean, it's a really persistent thing in a lot of shows. But there is like the thing of him like hanging from the clothesline, and Tweety starts peeling his fingers back, and he's like, "This little piggy goes to market. This little piggy falls down." That shows up so many times in cartoons, and like, if that's where this originated, like that is such an iconic thing. I'm guessing it is where it originated, since this was 1942 and it's Tweety's first appearance.
Yeah, it would have to, because it's like just like the "oops, I'm all out of pitties."
Yeah, and then we heard the first "Tawdai putty tat" and all the putty tat phrases and stuff all in this one episode. Like,
yeah,
could you imagine? Like
Tweety's origin.
Yeah, could you imagine though, like creating this, just how much of this episode would become like a zeitgeist for cartoons as a whole, like generations later, like multiple generations later?
What I think is important is, so this is 1942 when that episode came out, and these are things that we still either see today or know of from things that we saw as kids, which most of us here were probably kids of the 80s plus. And so 40 years later from the making of this cartoon to the 80s, like those things were still happening because of this cartoon, especially with Tweety. And I haven't seen any of the newer Looney Tunes stuff, but I assume like he's probably kept his same sort of style.
Yeah, I would assume.
The song Babbitt whistles as he tends his victory garden is "We Did It Before and We Can Do It Again" by Cliff Friend and Charles Tobias.
Yeah.
Friend and Tobias always said they were that they wrote the song the same day that Pearl Harbor was attacked, December 7th, 1941, to remind Americans that they had beaten Germany once before. The song became very popular and was used in many wartime Warner's cartoons.
That's interesting. I kind of forget sometimes that a lot of early cartoons, especially Disney and Looney Tunes stuff, all really took place around like World War II era, So like they're really influenced by a lot of stuff like that,
Yeah, I know. I feel like, okay, I'm going to say I know, but I think I remember seeing like Donald Duck in like some kind of like advertisement, like war recruitment videos.
I think you're
talking
right.
About?
I think you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it was Donald, but it really, you could put any of those characters in there. And I know some of them have done that type of thing.
Yeah. That is kind of crazy.
Yeah, it was the times.
Yeah.
Catstello's Catstello's
That's
line,
so hard to say.
It is, because I want to say Costello. Okay. "I'm a bad pussycat" is a takeoff of Lou Costello's catchphrase, "I'm a bad boy."
No, it sounds gross when you say it.
Yeah. It doesn't sound as cute when I say it.
Don't do it again. That made me cringe.
The ending references World War II air raid blackouts, especially the phrase, "Put out those lights."
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I kind of figured that's what that was about. Like, because the air raids. Yeah. Okay.
Babbitt and Catstello make a return appearance in Ice Capades in Sylvester and Tweety Mysteries, involving a Missing Canadian Hockey Cup.
Oh,
Okay,
cool.
so they come back to basically they have a Tweety reunion in this when he's already got his own shows.
Cool.
That's cool.
Did you ever watch the Sylvester and Tweety Mysteries back in the day?
No, I don't think so. It sounds familiar though.
I really liked it. It was Kids WB cartoon back in that early that Kids WB block where you got like
Animaniacs and stuff.
Yeah, Animaniacs and Earthworm Jim and Freakazoid and all of those cartoons like back in that day. It was pretty good.
So, do you want to move on to the next episode?
Yeah, what's the next one we're watching?
The Impatient Patient from 1942, where telegram deliverer Daffy Duck is in a swamp with a message for someone named Chloe. When he starts hiccuping, unable to stop his hiccups, Daffy decides to seek medical help in an old house belonging to Dr. Jekyll.
Nice.
It does say Jekyll, by the way.
Yeah, Dr. Jekyll. This was directed by Norman McCabe, Leon Schlesinger, and was the producer, and then the story was written by Don Christensen. Everyone in this was voiced by Mel Blanc. Everyone. All right.
Wow.
Goodness.
Okay, that was really fun. I don't think I've ever seen that episode, so that was a nice surprise.
I'm surprised you hadn't seen that one.
What are your thoughts on that episode?
I think the Tweety one was better, but it's good. I had a really fun time with that one too. I just like that was one that I remember as a kid, and I really liked. And real quick though, thank you so much, Harley Jin, for that donation. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yes, appreciate that. One more reminder, everyone, for every $5 that you donate, your name is going to get entered in a raffle to win either a $25 Steam gift card, so you can get a game for yourself, or you can pick out a free shirt from the Nerd Sloth store. So again, just a little incentive there, but thank you so much to everybody that's donated already. Just a little extra incentive if you have not donated yet. There you go. But thank you so much.
For some trivia on this episode, the story has a secondary plot that spoofs Robert Louis Stevenson's novella, The Strange Case of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. And I want to add in, so I saw the Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde movie very recently.
Oh, really?
And in the classic, like, Universal Studio movie, like, they call him Dr. Jekyll. And so I don't know. Jekyll. I don't know if that's the right way to say it. And we've just kind of shifted away from that, or what?
I don't feel like that's the way to say that at all.
Hey man, I'm just, you know what? I don't know what the original intention was, but it's like they said it every single time they said his name. Even he referred to himself as that. So it wasn't just like somebody mispronounced it.
That's so weird.
Yeah, Frankenstein.
Yeah. That's so weird.
Yeah. That was just a little side trivia to this trivia.
My name is Dracula.
I'm Dracula. This is my partner, Dr. Jekyll and Frankenstein.
Okay, now Frankenstein actually sounds kind of good now that you say it like that. So now I'm kind of like,
from
okay.
Young Frankenstein.
Yeah.
Okay. Western Onion is a pun on Western Union.
Oh,
telegrams were still a means of getting important news to people in the years before long distance telephone calls became commonplace. You know what? I didn't even see it as Western Onion. I just automatically, my mind associated it as Western Union right away. So it wasn't even like,
I did notice
it didn't even occur to me.
I noticed it. Yeah. As a Western Onion. So dumb.
The opening credits for this cartoon used the production crew's handwritten signatures.
Oh,
nice.
Yeah, I did notice that.
It would be terrible if I were tried to put my signature into any kind of credits because my handwriting is like illegible.
Yeah.
I have doctor's handwriting, if not worse.
I have terrible handwriting, like disgusting handwriting. You know what's sad too is my and Rochelle's handwriting is the exact same. So so we both have,
you guys can't get anything across through handwriting.
Well, and what's confusing too is like when I see notes written around the house, like I get confused because I'm like, wait, did I write this? I don't remember writing this down.
This cartoon was colorized in 1968 by having every other frame traced over onto a cell.
Oh my goodness.
Each redrawn cell was painted in color and then photographed over a colored reproduction of each original background. Needless to say, the animation quality dropped considerably from the original version with this method. The cartoon was colorized again in 1992, this time with the computer adding color to a new print of the original black and white cartoon. This preserved the quality of the original animation.
I think that's the one we
Wow.
just saw. I think that's the one we just watched.
No, yeah, that's the Impatient Patient.
Yeah. Well, yeah, no, I meant like I think that's the version of it we just watched was the computer.
Oh, the colored version. Yeah.
I think it was the computer one. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so because the colors didn't look that bad. It was just kind of like bad quality film, bad resolution.
Yeah.
But the colors are fine. So yeah, I think that is the one we just watched.
So as far as like how do you feel about that version of Daffy Duck? Because so the Daffy Duck in this version of this cartoon feels so much different than modern Daffy Duck. Like the personalities feel real different because modern Daffy Duck is not nearly as like wild and goofy. He seems a lot more of like more like pessimist than anything, at least from what I've seen him in. He's a lot more of a stickler, a pessimist, more of an antagonist for bugs than anything else from what I can remember in recent years. Whereas in this one, he really is like just off the wall bonkers, ADHD all over the place, literally bouncing off the walls.
So I guess like let's take it back to the origin of the name. Like Daffy in and of itself just means like, I guess
he's supposed to be
a
crazy.
little crazy or like eccentric. Yeah. So that version of Daffy to me is seems right, but I don't know how it would hold up in comparison to the rest of the characters in modern times. Like if you tried to transplant him into modern cartoons, like would that work? I don't know for sure.
Do you think like his personality is pretty much the same as like Woody Woodpecker? Like, do you think those are pretty much like the same?
Yeah.
Like this version of Daffy,
Woody. Yeah. I know what you mean. Like, I think Woody was maybe a little more toned down than this version of Daffy, because this version of Daffy is like literally bouncing off the walls.
Sure.
Or whatever's around him. But what I appreciate about that is like when it comes to like moments that he's getting serious, like he knows how to like slow down and like he'll spit out like whatever kind of phrase and then just go back to bouncing off the walls. So this cartoon is a great example of that for me, of his personality.
You know what I noticed too is like early Daffy didn't really have the lisp that modern Daffy ended up adopting.
Yeah. I guess you're right. I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
I'd have to listen for it more, but yeah, it's definitely not as pronounced.
I did like the one. I like that his name's Dr. Jerkle, the antagonist of this one. I think that's funny.
I also like that Mr. Hyde's name was
Chloe instead of Hyde. Yeah, that's just funny. Chloe.
I'm Chloe.
Some part of me though, like, because I do remember this and I liked this one, but some part of me, for whatever reason, kept thinking that when he transformed into Chloe, that he was going to transform into that big red furry monster that they use in Looney Tunes.
Oh, Gossamer.
Yeah, I thought he was going to turn into more like Gossamer, and that was going to be named Chloe, but that wasn't the case.
I was expecting more of like a monstrous kind of green hulking figure. I didn't think he was just going to become a bigger version of himself.
He just got bigger and grosser teeth.
Yeah.
And then the deep voice who's like, my name's Chloe. Now you're cooking with gas.
Yeah, that's what it was. Gas.
Yeah. Oh man.
Oh.
But it was still pretty fun. But like as far as if you're going to compare this one with Tale of Two Kitties, though, how do you think they stack up? Yeah. Okay.
I mean, Tale of Two Kitties wins hands down for me, but that doesn't. I don't want to discredit this episode because it was still a really fun one and a good display of Daffy's character.
Yeah, I think so too. And I think this one still has a little bit of early influence on other things too, because I mean, obviously we do see a lot of like that Dr. Jekyll style gag in a lot of other cartoons, and I'm gonna take a wild guess that this is probably one of the first instances of seeing that in a cartoon.
Yeah.
So,
all right, you want to move on to
let's get our last
final
one
for today?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's
Tell
get to it.
tell
So
us
this
about it.
one, as you can see on the screen, is a Wild Hare, 1940. While hunting rabbits, Elmer Fudd comes across Bugs Bunny, who tricks and harasses the hunter.
There we go. This is directed by Tex Avery, who a lot of folks would probably recognize that name if you're familiar with watching old cartoons like this. I was really hoping to get one directed by Tex Avery, and we did get one. Written by Rich Hogan. Bugs Bunny was voiced by Mel Blanc. Elmer Fudd voiced by Arthur Q. Bryan.
I think I still liked the Tale of Two Kitties episode
the best. Yeah.
Even though, like, you know, Bugs, so trivia wise, this cartoon is considered the first to feature both Bugs and Elmer's catchphrases, "What's up, Doc?" and "Be very quiet, I'm hunting wabbits," respectively.
Nice.
It's also the first cartoon with Bugs Bunny in his final redesign.
Oh, okay.
I think, if I'm not wrong, didn't like original Bugs Bunny have like yellow gloves?
I'm not sure. And I think his original name was going to be Mortimer. Or Ephraim.
Ephraim. Think about a show with Ephraim Bunny and
Ephraim Rabbit. It was his name.
Orson Bird.
Ephraim Rabbit and Orson Bird. Gross. Yeah, ESNP says yellow also. Okay. So yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Originally yellow. Oh gosh.
You know, I'm trying to think like of the original Bugs design, because like this is the Bugs that I know. So I wonder in what way there was like a different style to him. Like, how different was he?
Oh, okay. I just pulled up a photo, and he looks a lot more like I don't know how to describe it. Like clip art bunny like is the best way I can say it.
Clip art bunny. Okay.
Just picture a clip art bunny, and that's the original Bugs Bunny art.
Oh,
like a clip art
bunny,
Easter bunny with
clip art Bugs Bunny
with yellow gloves, and that would have been the original glove.
Oh, I think Multiverses, the game, actually had his yellow glove design as one of the skins.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Cool. Huh. Bugs is unnamed in this short, but would be named for the first time in his next short, Elmer's Pet Rabbit, directed by Chuck Jones.
Oh, okay. Chuck Jones is another person that I would love to have found in episode done by Chuck, but it was hard because, like, you know, we had to find episodes that were, you know, in public domain for this, but Chuck Jones and Tex Avery are the two names I associate with this style of animation in these cartoons, and always will.
That also takes me back to like Cartoon Network, watching it as a kid, because I remember like the Tex Avery show also.
Yep, absolutely.
This short was nominated for an Academy Award for Best Short Subject Cartoons.
I can see that.
Huh.
I mean, especially for the time, and it looked gorgeous.
Yeah, and this one actually preceded the previous two we watched, because the other two were from 1942 and this one was 1940.
Wow.
So it was the earlier of the three.
I would say out of the three, it's the best looking one for sure.
Yeah, it definitely looked fantastic.
It looked good. It was beautiful. It was really crisply drawn. Yeah, I think, and the designs were really good. I totally get it. I definitely understand why it won an Academy Award, or it was nominated.
And that walking glove thing.
Yeah, that's great.
That's something like I felt coming, even though I wasn't sure it was going to be in that. Like, it's just one of those classic things, just like, you know, Tweety pulling the fingers up. It's one of those things just iconic.
Yeah,
with
the little
Bugs reaching out of the rabbit hole.
Yeah, coming out of the rabbit hole, doing the little walking glove like it's a person.
Yeah.
I was trying to think of some of the other moments from this short that were things that we've seen carried over. I mean, of course, in the grabbing the antagonist and giving him a big old smooch on the lips.
Yeah, we get multiple smooches
so many times.
You know, like, this seemed like very early Elmer Fudd to me because of his laugh was a lot more subdued.
Yeah.
It was the same kind of like tone to it, but it wasn't as like over embellished, I guess. It was just like instead of like him doing the boisterous laugh.
Yeah. I think so too. It was a lot quieter. Also, Bugs's voice was not in this one wasn't super distinct yet. Like, I mean, it was there. It's almost like the blueprints for it there, but it wasn't the as nasally voice that you associate with Bugs yet. Like, you didn't get that "What's up, Doc?" like kind of thing. It was just like a "What's up, Doc?" You know?
Yeah, he was very literal instead of as nasally as he was.
Yeah.
What's up, Doc? Not that yet. Bugs' nonchalant carrot chewing stance, as explained many years later by Chuck Jones and again by Friz Freeling and Bob Clampett, comes from the movie It Happened One Night, from a scene where Peter Warren, played by Clark Gable, is leaning against a fence eating carrots more quickly than he is swallowing.
Oh,
I did not know that.
I know that movie too. I did a history of motion picture class. Well, I took a few when I was in college. So I do know what they're referencing, and yeah, that's pretty good. So I I could just picture him just chomping on a carrot and stuff. So
chomping on carrots.
I like that.
A little too quick.
I like that. That's where they got through or got that from. That's pretty good.
Although the animation continued to experiment, or the animators continued to experiment with Elmer's design for a few more years, his look here proved the basis for his finalized design.
Okay.
Yeah, it's basically indistinguishable aside from the red nose.
Yeah, you're right, though. It did look like he was drunk because they made his nose so, like, pink.
That's what I was wondering, if that was like the implication originally, is like, this is why he's an inept hunter, because he's had a little too much of the sauce.
Yeah.
But I don't know I don't think that's true, but that was my original thought when I saw his nose like that.
That's pretty funny. Yeah. I wonder if that has any bearing at all on why they may have changed his design.
Maybe. I mean, okay, in a world where the censors were like made them color Tweety yellow so he wouldn't look naked, I would assume it's like, all right, Elmer looks drunk, color his nose peach like the rest of him.
Right. So he doesn't look like he's been on the sauce all day. Yeah.
Right.
I like that. With this one, I would agree that I think, it obviously introduces a lot of like iconic stuff for the whole Looney Tunes echelon to come, because you got Bugs, you got Elmer, and you got like the whole like hunting shtick, which is something that carries on even when Elmer's not like part of it, because you get like Bugs and Daffy do a lot of that kind of stuff too. So I feel like this one really introduces a lot of stuff that carries forward, even if this one wasn't our favorite of the three that we watched. But like all three of them really introduce a whole lot of things that just get carried forward into not only more Looney Tunes stuff, but like animation as a whole, for sure.
Yeah, all important episodes. Yeah. So, okay, we're not going to do the kids thing this time, but what would what are your overall thoughts of the show, and what would you rate it?
I mean, overall, this is like, I don't know, like I found myself laughing a lot more than I thought I would. And because like, this is a show that I haven't seen any of these since I was probably a kid. And I was still laughing like I probably did as a kid with a lot of these gags and stuff. And what's funny too is like, you could predict what was going to happen most of the time, but it's because these cartoons set the stage for everything that we know about animation and cartoons and everything. So like, it's like everything that we've ever talked about in Cartoon Boom really comes from like this, which is kind of crazy to me. This is the prototype for everything. So to find myself still laughing at it and enjoying it is kind of amazing. It just shows that, yeah, like you were saying as we were watching one of these, some jokes are just timeless, and I think that's 100% on the nose. So I had a great time with it. I can't give it Merrie Melodies any less than 5 big bowls of
That screwy wabbit.
cereal out of 5. And I don't know what kind of voice that was, but I committed to it. So I'm stuck with it.
You made a choice.
Yeah, I made a choice, and I gotta stay with it. It's too late to go back because this is live.
We're doing it live.
Yeah,
Yep.
and Jack can't edit me right now, so
He can't fix you.
yeah.
Yeah, I feel the same way in that this is a predecessor to a lot of the things that we love about cartoons today. And the humor holds up in such a way that I could go back or even probably show kids today this and they would still find humor in it. Like, it's never not funny to see that, that chunky cat getting thrown around against his will. Just like, and the taller one calling him. I mean, there's some stuff that I don't think has aged. I'm not going to say it hasn't aged well, but I will say that it's not stuff you could really get away with as much now. Like the tall cat calling the little one stupid all the time. I don't really think that's as appropriate now as it was then. There might still be examples of that, but in kids' cartoons, you find that less. But it's still something. It's funny just because of the relationship they have, where it's the smarter cat using the I guess the more innocent one for his own means. And like that episode was great. The Dr. Jekyll one with Daffy was awesome. It was great just seeing kind of the origins of some of the mannerisms that we're so used to seeing in these characters, even as we were growing up. So it's a great template for the cartoons that we know and love to this day. And so for that reason, I will also give it 5 big bowls of I'm Chloe cereal out of 5. And yeah, I definitely think, like, since this is public domain, just go check them out. Like, go watch them.
I love that. I love that. One thing that I thought was really interesting also is that this was just surprising to me, and I kind of touched on it earlier, but I just wanted to kind of include it in my like overall sort of thoughts, was just like the idea of like how ingrained the military was in, like how influenced the show was by the military at the time. Every single episode, like all 3 episodes we watched, had something like some ode to like military or army or something in it.
Yeah, like some kind of like either stances or marching or things like that.
Yeah, playing
or like
music.
The usage.
Yeah.
The usage of things like in place of rifles.
Yes.
That kind of stance. Yeah.
I just thought that was super interesting. And that was like, I didn't think about that, but it was a real big sign of the times.
Right. It's so ingrained in the culture at that time that it made sense to be reflecting that.
And how weird is it, like, to think about right now, like present day and age? Because like if we think about like World War II or something like that, we think about, man, that was so long ago. And we think about that being in like the history books, and like even when we were kids and watching, reruns of this show, you would see World War II pictures and stuff in the history books, and it seemed like so long ago. And these were being made while that was going on. How weird is that?
Yeah, exactly. While like right in the midst of it, because I think it started around like 1940 or 1939, something like that. So, and these cartoons were literally made in the early 40s. So it was, it made sense to have this also as sort of not like an advertisement for war, but something to just like help translate over these things and make lighter of these very serious situations.
Yeah. That's crazy. All right. So, we, as promised, we'll open things up now since we're doing this whole thing live. And apologize also for the clunkiness of some of this because we've never done a live Cartoon Boom. But we're going to do a little bit of Cartoon Boom Q&A. So anyone in the live chat right now, if you have any questions whatsoever, as long as they're appropriate questions that we can answer, go ahead and ask us those questions. Ask away. We'll do our best to answer.
Yeah, I feel like the style, even doing this live, like for the most part, the style of us doing it remain the same. This is what we do. When we watch the cartoons, we just discuss them and kind of have branching out thoughts about them that kind of lead to other conversations. So
Yeah,
I think at its core, it kind of kept the same sort of feeling.
yeah, exactly. We just tend to have a little bit more consolidated notes. Usually today was sort of a wild card of like, I was like, don't worry, Joseph, I got things covered. And Joseph's like, okay, I'm trusting you.
Yeah, I was wrong to do so. No, like the important information was there. It's just like, it's not the way that I do it for
not
myself.
your style. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, NX Gamer asks, 24-hour Cartoon Boom stream win?
Chris will die.
No, I'm never.
He almost didn't survive.
I will never
first
do
one.
that. I'll never do that. One thing that I've been thinking about though is maybe starting to do some watch along streams in our Discord. So whether that's cartoons or movies or whatever, for anyone interested, and that belongs to the Nerd Sloth Discord server, been really thinking about doing more stuff like that.
That could be kind of fun, like having a set time to. Are you thinking like the cartoons that we're watching for the episode we're about to record the following day? We watch those with the group. Or are you just thinking like openly?
Open.
Okay,
Yeah.
like watch whatever.
Mm-hmm. I just like whatever we feel like. I was just thinking like, you know what? Why don't we do that? Just for fun.
Yeah, and that'd be fun.
Yeah. And I was thinking, you know, they don't always have to be, it doesn't have to be cartoons. Like, cause I was thinking, during my journey of discovering what cartoons were in the public domain, I found a bunch of movies that were in the public domain, including a lot of horror films, like really old ones, a lot of Vincent Price ones and stuff. And I was like, oh, that'd be cool to like stream some of those too. And then I was just like, you know what? I could always just like stream some stuff like, you know, that just in the Discord with the Discord community at any time and, you know, be fine. So just thought maybe some more community nights like that would be fine. Let's see. ESNP says, I feel like I asked Chris this 200 times already, but Rise of the TMNT movie would be an awesome first movie choice.
Yeah, we do like the show.
Yeah.
We did watch it for Cartoon Boom and enjoyed it. I'm personally very excited about the new TMNT movie that's coming out.
Yes.
The Seth Rogen led one.
Oh my goodness, yeah.
That one looks so good.
I am so excited for that. I love the animation of it. I love I'm excited for the characters that they're going to use in it, because they're using a lot of my favorite like tertiary characters in that, especially Mondo Gecko. I am so excight for Mondo Gecko.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Some of the mutanimals as they're known in the comics.
Yes.
I want to see Wingnut, and I don't know if Screw Loose is going to be with them, that little tick or whatever that hangs around him, but or mosquito maybe. But Wingnut was one of my favorite classic like TMNT characters, the cartoon characters. So I'm super excited to see him.
Was Wingnut he's the bat?
Yeah, he's the bat with the metal wings, because his real wings are too small to carry him.
Yeah. That's right. That's funny.
But he's like a superhero aesthetic. So I really like that.
I loved that toy as a kid. I remember him.
I'm hoping I have that toy still somewhere. I'm hoping they keep the same style to him. Like, it's fine to change things up a little bit, but I'm really hoping they keep a lot of his stylistic elements, his aesthetics.
Yeah, he had the gray suit with like the blue mask, right?
It was kind of like a yellow-ish suit with the blue trim to it, or blue suit with yellow trim.
Okay,
I'm gonna look him up real quick.
Okay, NX Gamer Just curious to see your thoughts on Skyland. Would love to see someone give it a reboot with better writers. So that'll be from once we're doing this, that's going to come out next Saturday. So you'll definitely hear our thoughts. You might hear some very similar thoughts. You'll see.
To your own.
For those of you that might be hearing this well after recording this, which would be after the Skyline episode comes out. Yeah, you heard it. You heard what we had to say. As Deem says, Ray Fillet. Yeah, that's going to be another one of the characters they're doing. One of your favorites.
He's the manta ray.
Yes.
Right?
He was the one that had the color changing shirt, which was great because I used to play with him in the bathtub when I was a kid. I loved that one.
I just linked you Wingnut picture in Discord.
Okay. ESNP asks, are we excited for the Dungeons and Dragon movie? I was not, and now I am. I am. I originally was not that excited because I saw a teaser and I was like, this doesn't look that great. Visually it looked great, but it was like the gag they did for the teaser. I was like, this is kind of dumb. But the reviews have been amazing for that film so far. And I'm like, holy cow. Okay. I'm in, I'm ready. And, so I'm really, really excited for it. Oh, thank you so much for that donation. Was it Space Pigeon?
Thank you.
I love that name. Space Pigeon. That's fantastic.
There is speaking of like pigeons, there's a TMNT pigeon.
Oh yeah.
In the Mutanimals. Like, oh gosh, I can't remember his name, but he's like the most basic like mutation. I'm gonna look it up because people need to see him. Pigeon.
I know exactly. Are you talking about the one from the IMDb?
Pigeon Pete.
Why did I say IMDb? From the gosh, what's wrong with me, Joseph? From the Image.
You're talking about the comics?
Yeah.
You're not talking about Image.
They're
comics,
not Image.
So
why is my brain broken?
You're talking about IDW.
IDW.
Comics. Yeah.
What is
IMDb
wrong with my brain? Broke. Pigeon Pete. Yes, Pigeon Pete.
Pigeon Pete. Yeah.
I'm really excited for it. I think it's going to be great. The next gamer is asking, are we excited for the new Power Rangers show coming out from Netflix? I didn't know if that was a show or if it was
a show. I think it's a movie.
Is it a movie? Okay.
I think so. Yeah. What is it like? Always once a ranger, always a ranger, something to that effect.
Yeah, something like that. I thought that was interesting. And they're like doing the whole thing from the perspective of like Trini gets killed, and I'm guessing her daughter is taking over as the Yellow Ranger in that, like her teenage daughter.
It's actually like a much better title than I just said. It's a shortened version. It's Once and Always.
Once and Always.
Is what it's called. Power Rangers Once and Always.
I like your version. Well, once a ranger, always a ranger. Power Rangers movie.
Power Rangers Extreme, Mighty Morphin plus X Power Rangers XX.
Yeah. Power Rangers, X Power Rangers, but don't say the X.
Yeah.
This is. Was it weird to you?
Okay,
though?
Hold on. Wait,
sir.
1 second.
Okay.
Back to the X.
Uh-oh.
So there are games. There's a game called like Street Fighter X Tekken.
Yeah.
Is it just Street Fighter Tekken or is it Street Fighter Cross Tekken? I've heard it said both ways. I need someone to clarify this for me.
Well,
so I don't sound stupid in the future.
This is what I'm going to tell you. No matter what you say, you are wrong.
Yeah.
And you sound stupid.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm the Cat Stella. Or no, you're Cat Stella. I'm the little cat. I'm the Abbott cat.
Well, you're cute then.
You're just calling me stupid.
And X says
Street Fighter Cross Tekken.
And X says you say cross. Well, here's the thing. But when you're talking about like an anime though, you can't say
it's not Hunter Cross Hunter.
No, you can't say it. You can't say it. You got to say Hunter Hunter. I learned that the hard way from this chat group because I said it that way and everyone laughed at me.
Who's stupid
and now? And no, my brain is not okay. Someone asked if my brain's okay. It's not. My brain's always broken.
Far from it.
It hurts. The X argument is real. Yes. I want to circle back real quick, just to say, I really like Space Pigeon's name, Space Pigeon Ari.
That is a huge circle.
I know,
back.
but I just love the idea of like, I'm picturing now Pigeon Pete in a spacesuit, just floating around in space because you can't fly. And I'm picturing Pigeon Pete by himself in the spacesuit, just floating, not even tethered, just floating around and like just trying to think of things to kill the time. I can't wait to make Jack edit this audio later.
Oh, I forgot we were still recording.
Yeah, no, and keep it going too. I cannot wait to throw this on Jack and be like, edit this up.
Here's the thing though. I don't know if like this is going to work because like if people are listening to it, they're just going to hear like us quietly listening to Merrie Melodies and like,
oh, that part will have to get cut out. Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll have to go to us just talking about it. But also we're going to make Jack do all of that work. He's going to ask for a raise. Yeah. And we'll say, okay, we will raise you up with words. We'll give you kind words to raise you up.
Yeah. Oh, you want a tip? Here's how to be a better human being.
I'll never catch that boy.
I've been a bad boy.
I've been a bad boy.
Joseph.
Yes.
I want to ask you a cartoon related question.
Uh-huh.
If someone were to lock you in a room and say, American cartoons or anime, you can only watch one, which one would you choose?
For how long? Forever?
Ever.
80s. My gosh.
Oh, 80s.
Thank
Power
you so
Extreme.
much.
90.
That just pushed us to the 500.
Oh my goodness. Thank you so much for that donation. And oh my goodness, 80s.
Holy
That was
poop.
extremely generous, my guy.
80s Power
Wow.
Extreme indeed.
And did you see the comment he left with it? Please tell me you saw.
I didn't. What did it say?
Okay, in my best Bison voice. I can't do Bison's voice, but game over.
Yeah.
Jeez, man.
Perfect.
We definitely hit our 500 goal.
Yeah.
Now we're gonna have to push it up again.
You made sure we hit the first goal and the second goal.
Well, yeah,
that is insane.
Thank
you so much.
Him and Semantics blew that first goal. Everyone really contributed to that first goal. We originally set our first goal for $300. We hit it within 22 minutes, which is amazing. And then 500. We're only what?
We're 2 hours, 11 minutes in.
And we blew through goal number 2. That's crazy.
Y'all are the best.
You're amazing. Joseph, you didn't answer my question.
What did you say?
If you're stuck with
you're talking about
American style or anime for the rest of your life,
anime.
What do you choose?
Wait, American style or anime, you said?
Yes.
For the rest of my life. And am I stuck in that room forever?
Yes.
Do I have to limit myself to like certain cartoons or anime, or just any and everything? Am I keeping up with what's coming out? Like, do I still get new stuff, or do I have to just catalog only back things that happened before?
Like any.
Okay. All right. I don't want this to be one of those monkey paw things. So I'm trying to work out all the specifics.
I'm not monkey pawing you, dude.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
I'm just telling you.
You're not monkeying around. I got it. Okay, so
weirdo.
I'm gonna say anime, and here's why.
Yeah. Explain.
So with anime, there's just so much variety to it. Like I could watch like a serious anime or just a really wacky anime and always have a good time because there's constantly experimenting where even if I can get that with some American animation, for the most part, a lot of that is inspired by anime or anime tropes that I am already attached to. So why not just go to the source and get the newer stuff or even the older stuff that anime has to offer?
I mean, that's a really good point. I think if I were to choose to, I would also go with anime, but also because I think they've got a better variety of stories and more depth to go through. Like, I feel like there's just a lot more there to offer. So
yeah,
I would do the same. I would choose the same. So everyone, thank you so much for again all of the donations we've gotten so far. As you can see, I did up the goal, so this is now goal number 3. This is our next stretch goal because you guys have just laid it out so hard already. So we'll just keep going. We're going till 5:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, regardless. So we'll just keep throwing it up there. So and see where we get. So thank you so much. We really, really appreciate everything that you've done already so far. So for this amazing charity. Should we let's do a quick outro for Cartoon Boom?
Okay, we can stop
this for Jack's sake, so he doesn't die.
Yeah,
because this recording is like an hour, almost 2 hours.
I think like the last 30-minute chunk has just been us
just talking about
nonsensically talking about TMNT characters.
Yeah. So again,
so we
real
can
quick,
cut all that out.
Thank you everyone for joining us on this stream so far. We're going to do a bunch of games. We're going to keep hanging out here. We're going to do some drawing. And I hiccuped. We still have the raffle coming up too. So excited for that. But thank you everyone for joining us, and I hope you enjoyed the live Cartoon Boom.
So it looks like our milk supply is now run dry, so it's time for us to say goodbye. And next week we'll be watching
something, depending on when.
You weren't ready.
No, depending on when you hear this, we'll be watching this.
We'll be watching
a thing. For all of you tuning in right now, Skyland, suggested by NX Gamer. For those of you listening later,
something else.
There you go.
Until next time, I'm Joseph.
And I'm Chris.
We'll see you next Saturday.
I've been a bad boy.
Presented by NerdSloth,
a place for lazy nerds.
If you like what you heard, consider donating at patreon.com/nerdsloth so we can continue bringing you quality shows. Be sure to also leave us a review and share your favorite episodes and clips on social media. If you're looking for more content, visit us at nerdsloth.com.